Hi guys, it's Peter, welcome to our channel. And today I'm making a 1 month review / my opinion on this Creality K1 Max 3D printer. I got it for Christmas and pretty much started using like I said, like a month ago or so. So far I got, let's see, I believe it's slightly well over 100. Yeah, it's 134 prints done already. To be honest, not all of them did go through. Some of them I cancelled, some of them didn't go well. Pretty much if you saw my previous video about unpackaging this 3D printer, I was really excited. I was really happy to get, I mean, in the first place to get as a present, you know. I mean, it was really nice printer, I thought. And actually a month later, and well over 100 prints, to be honest, I'm not as happy as I should be, especially for what it is, you know, kinda, I'm not saying it's top of the line, which kinda in the mid-range from Creality, and I was assuming it's supposed to be durable, supposed to be last forever, without any issue, without any major modification. But guess what? I done already quite few modifications to this printer. And I've been asked already a couple times if I will recommend this printer for, I mean, someone who's looking for 3D printer, pretty much kind of newbie like myself was. And well, my opinion is going to be in the end of this video. But anyway, so far, like I said, I kind of like it and I kind of wish it should be better. I did quite few modification because when I start printing, actually when I open it and unpackage it, set it up, I recognize it, the spool mounting position, it's on the back. I don't know what kind of genius decided to put filament roll behind 3D printer. It's not really convenient, and I'm not really surprised. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, and I said I'm not really surprised. I do surprising. Someone come out with idea to put it on back. Why they didn't make it same mounting port on the side as well? In that case, you can use it. The roller or hanger from back. I mean, you just unhook it and put it on the side. It's not that big a deal. But it will be nice if that option come from day one, from factory. What I did pretty much, I'm not sure if I want to rotate it, but on printable, I believe, or so, I found it, this bracket, printed, mounted, and it's good. Pretty much when I start printing a small benchy, and this one, it was sliced already on the flash card. This one I did slice it, see how much different and how good quality. And actually the quality is, I'm gonna bring it close to camera, the quality is really good. This one is printed super fast, this one is printed slightly slower. I did slice it, this one with different settings, but they both actually quite impressive. Yeah, and like I said, on the first couple prints I was really happy, really enjoying. And then I printed bunch other stuff, kids toys, I mean, all kind prints. Then I decided to print that toaster, tester toaster, and I was really surprised. It did print it kind of good. I mean, the same thing, quality was pretty good, and that was not been set like a really slow speed to make sure everything will be nice. It did print it like in 6 hours or 5, no, actually 5 hours something. Printed really fast, kinda, especially for what it is. And the angles, they almost all looks really good, even 80 degree. It's kind of okay. I mean, well, it depends where you count 80. If this 80, it have to be, you know, actually this probably 70. 80 is that's gonna be the top one, slightly sagging. Then on the other side, these pins, and what's that, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3 did slice, no problem. 0.2, it was stuck. I kind of welded together with a small screwdriver. I break it in, I mean, and now it goes up and down, no problem. Pretty much, like I said, especially for the speed, it was quite impressive. Even did used a few different filaments, like for example the TPU. I mean, it's really awesome. It's same thing, printed really nice. Yeah, I really love it. This is a part for my one wheel. Pretty much problem starts popping when I start printing something big, like this guy, or like this one. Even run it a couple first print tests. I recognized that the bed mesh, it's really bad. I mean, on this printer from factory, from end to end, it was over a millimeter. Well, I thought maybe it's my printer only has that issue. I did Google it, and holy crap. A lot of people have same problem. And basically, here's a level in bed. I mean, here's a 3 worm shafts, 2 in the front, 1 in the back. Some people fix that issue with, putting aside, taking bottom cover and playing with those gears, with the belt. You loosen up and then rotate it each worm shaft individually. It depends which way you want to go. I decided I will go a slightly different way. Pretty much I remove this steel plate, and there's 4 screws. You remove the screws, lift the plate, and there's a under plate where the screws go, there's a small plastic washers. I believe it's like 8 millimeters high. And pretty much I figure out which one I have to sand it down a little bit. With sandpaper, sand it, make it. It did take me a time, but I was able to brought to really close. Also, I'd like to mention another issue what I did have. Probably not only me who was hating that as well. If you have Creality K1 or K1 Max, you know the door doesn't swing. A lot. From factory, probably like 90 degrees or so. And I don't like that. The thing is, I'm a big guy, big arms. When print is done, I'd like to come in and pull it out or grab it, or sometimes when I clean it, I wish the door opens much farther. Basically what I did, from factory, over here, this molding, it was there. And pretty much when you open it, the screws, the hinge screws, it will hit and it will not let you open it farther than, I'm about say maybe 95, close to 100 degrees or so, but maybe not even 100. If you force it, and I saw some guy, he kind of swing it too fast, busted a glass. Yeah, pretty much by removing this molding, it will give you probably additional 30 degrees. Now door opens much better. You have more room to work here. When you cleaning, when you servicing, when you greasing, like I said, I'm a big guy with big arms. When door swings much farther, for me it's more room to work. Yeah, I really love it. Pretty much that was second modification, and the third modification, third modification is gonna be, it's gonna be inside, guys. Pretty much here's the spacer, and if you see, it kind of lifts. Let me grab it from this corner. Yeah, it kind of raises this chain, so flexible chain with a couple wires higher, because when I received this printer from factory without spacer, this chain, plastic chain, it just sits barely touching. After 20-30 prints, it's already start rubbing on this shaft. After 100 prints, it sucks so bad. When head moves this way, that chain will hit that plastic housing and will do clink 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 clink. And that, I'm not saying it will affect at that moment, will affect print quality, but eventually it will. Yeah, by reason you give it a lot of clearance, and now when it's going this way, it's passing no problem. Passing that plastic, it's not laying on a shaft itself. It has plenty of room. Like I said, no problem at all. Okay guys, let's continue. Pretty much like I said, some modification will require it. in meantime when you're using, because like I said, that plastic chain support will start sagging and will produce some issue. The bed mesh, you will be lucky if you get one of those printers where the bed mesh is perfect. Most likely will not. In my opinion, this printer has quite few design flaws, you know, and some of them really really weird one. For example, like that USB connector, you know, they place it USB port on front, which is nice with memory drive, I mean stick, right? And in one it comes with, it's easy to transfer data if you don't want to use network or so, right? But the problem is they flip it 80 degree, I mean, I'm sorry, 180 around axle, and pretty much, for example, when you put a flash drive in your laptop this way, when you bring into 3D printer, you have to rotate it 180 because it's upside down. something similar like this one, this error should be fixed, I mean, from beginning. Well, guys, now it's the main question if I will recommend this 3D printer, especially for people who doesn't know anything about 3D printer. They're not mechanical inclined. They don't do DIY projects, fixing and adjustment and alignment, especially for what it costs. And I believe it's like what, $900 or close to $1,000. In my opinion, for that price, it should be better fit and finish. It should be slightly better design. But 3D printer is not like you buying your brand new laptop. I mean, a laptop computer, you know, you buy it and can go years and years without any service. 3D printer is like non-stop open source DIY project, because there's a bunch of moving parts. It need to be cleaned, it need to be relubed, it need to be adjusted, it need to be realigned. And that's not something you bought, set, plug it in, and you're good for another 2-3 years without any service. These guys will require service. K1 Max, like I said already, bunch stuff, you have to tweak it. I mean, not bunch stuff, but some stuff you have to tweak it. Bed mesh, 100% most likely on any printers you have to realign it, readjust it. Otherwise, big build will be screwed up. The first layer is gonna look horrible. Like, and especially with this chain drive, I mean chain support, it's sagging pretty quick. After 20-30 prints, it will start gliding on those shafts. So far, no broken parts. I mean, something really major, and that's what I'm happy about. But it will, like I said, it will require skills. It will require knowledge. It will require understanding how it works, how you can fix it, and make it run, make it better quality. I mean, you can improve a lot of stuff if you know what you're doing. Pretty much, like I said, probably I'd like to, like I said already, probably yes, I will recommend it, especially if you really want to put yourself into. If you looking for 3D printer with zero maintenance, I'm not sure if any 3D printer exists. any company makes something like that. Then 3D printer. This 3D printer is not for you. Okay guys, pretty much that's all I got for this video. I hope it was interesting and enjoyable. If you guys did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. We will be really appreciate it. Thank you.